Good morning, everyone. It's Muriel. So I thought I'd come on this morning and do a tutorial on how I make my paper bows. And this is what they look like. And I found the tutorial, as I shared in my comments. I found the tutorial over on putting some bling on it. She shared how she made them probably last year, and I don't know how she titled it. So I just thought, well, let me just go ahead and do a video that's current. So when folks ask, it'll just be right there in my playlist. And I'm just going to call it paper bows tutorial, so it'll be easy for you. So to get started, what you're going to need, of course, is some paper, right? I like to use double-sided paper. You can see on the outside, and then you can see it's on the inside. I've also made some single-sided, which this is what this is. So the single-sided ones, you see they're white on the inside. The double-sided one has a pattern on the inside and different on the outside. And then once you make so many, and you saw yesterday I made over 20, you end up with strips, single strips, right? That you can't, once you cut all your strips, you'll end up with probably 3 that are just of the same pattern. So then that's when I do a multi-strip bow. I call it a multi-pattern bow. So what you're going to need to get started is double-sided paper or single paper. You'll need 4 strips of 1 inch by 12, right? 1 inch by 12. And this is some really flimsy paper, so let's hope this bow looks decent. And you'll need 4 strips of 1 by 10 inch, okay? And you'll need 1 strip of 3.5 by 1. Okay, so the width is always 1 inch. The length for the bottom portion of the bow is 12 by 1 inch. The top portion of the bow is 10 inch by 1 inch. Okay, and then you'll need a little sticky foam adhesive to put on the back so that they can peel it off and stick it onto their gifts. And it also hides the staplers. And you'll need a stapler. I like the tiny attacher because the staples are small. You probably can use a regular staple, but I'll leave that up to you. Or you can also glue it if you want to. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your first strip. You're going to find the center of that strip by just bringing these ends together. And you say, okay, there's the center, right? Really simple. Just bring it together, line it up on the end. Don't crease it, but know where your center is. So it's right here. Now, what really confuses people is trying to make this point here. I'm taking these 2 fingers on the right side of the paper, and I am folding it down and turning it over, so that it looks like that. I want to keep my center, that hole there, very, very small. You don't want it to be too big. You want it to be very narrow. Again, my finger was here, so I basically, and if it's easy for you to bring it to the meeting point and just turn it over. And I'm sliding it underneath my thumb. And then I'm bringing it together so that that closure is as small as you can get it. Okay, so once you have it here, fingers don't leave. You're going to take your tiny attacher and just going to put a staple. Okay, so there you have it. See how small that hole is there? Now we're going to do the other side. Here's our middle. My finger is there. We're going to bring it over and turn it. Okay, I just grabbed that top right corner, folded it down, and turned it. And I'm going to put about a 1/2 inch space between, can't see this white paper, the top here and the bottom here, about a 1/2 inch. Because we want the bow to be a little long, let's say about 5 inches long. So once you get it here, make sure you have it nice and tightly closed and you're going to put another stapler. And that's the beginning of making the bows. Again, you're just going to line it up, find your center, fold it over, make sure it's closed. This paper is very lightweight, so it's it's not as excuse me, sturdy as most pattern papers will be. Then I'm going to do that again, find my center, turn it over, kind of line it up. I'm trying to keep it straight. My finger has not come off of this part here. Okay, once I get it there, see that opening, how small it is? I'm going to put another staple. Okay. Line it up. Find your center. Cross it over. I kind of throw it underneath there. Make sure it's nice and closed. One staple. You do that again. Took it from here, folded it over. Small little hole there. And one more, your fourth one. Line it up, find the center, cross it down and over. I usually kind of put it underneath my thumb here. Small closure. Let's put a staple and do it again on this side. Kind of, you know, keeping them putting some bling. Natalie says you want to make sure that they're kind of sort of the same length, right? So after a while you can eyeball it. You'll have that you'll know that look, that size, right? So now all 4 of my bottoms are done. So once you have done that, then you want to start putting the bottoms together. I like to just do the plus sign, right? Simple as that. And then I'm going to go in with my tiny attacher, make sure I got the bottom, and it's trying to stick as close to the center as possible. Put a staple there, turn it around, put a staple there. That's one. Your other 2, same thing, create your plus sign, right? And then I'm going to go in on the side and put a staple there, turn it, and put a staple there. So now I have my bottoms, and they will come together like that. Okay, so let's quickly do the 10-inch. Find the center, crease it over. You guys, we're supposed to be getting snow tomorrow. I am not excited about that. I'll tell you, I am not excited. It says 60%. Oh, Lord, help us. So let's hope I can make it in. Let's hope I can make it up my hill. I live on a small incline, just small, but small enough to cause your car not to be able to get up it. Plus, I live in an area where they don't plow our street. It's a side street, you know. It's just, yeah. The main roads they do, but you know, the side streets, they just say, you know, you guys figure it out. So sometimes that make it difficult. So hopefully, before we leave, there'll be a few cars that have already left, and will make it easy for us to, because once we get up this small little hill, then we're good. We're flat. And then we can make it to the park and ride, and then we can get in a van and get to work. So that is the plan. Okay, I'm just going to finish this last 10-inch one, making sure that opening is small. Put a little tiny attacher, a little staple, okay, look how small that hole is. See, and you can see they're all kind of about the same. Okay, then you're going to make your plus sign. You're going to go in, one staple. Maybe you can do one. I just, you know, I just do 2 because I would hate for these bows to come apart. How embarrassing would that be? So if I sent you any bows in the previous years, if they ever come apart, don't tell me. Okay, so there's the 2 that are 10 inches. And same thing, they're going to go fit in here like this. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the 12-inch one. And you're going to glue this part to that part. Okay, so we're going to put some glue. Okay. And we're going to, again, create that plus sign. Right? And I'm just going to press it down. Press it down. And then at this point, I like to put the foam adhesive on the back. Okay, to cover up those staples. See those staples? No one will ever know. Okay. Then I go to the 10-inch. Same thing. I'm going to put some glue. And you're probably saying, how much glue, Miss Muriel? About that much. And I'm going to create the plus sign. This paper is really nice. It's so lightweight. I didn't think it would be good enough. Like I thought it would be too weak, but it's actually not too bad. Okay. So now you know what's going to happen. This is going to go into here. So turn that over. Oh gosh, this glue gun. Okay. And then you're going to look at it and, you know, it's just going to snug in there, right? Just like so. Again, press, press, press. Trying to keep it shaped. Try not to bend these little inners. I've done that before. Look how that bow is coming together, y'all. Your last step will be to take this 3.5 inch by 1 and create a circle. And I just wrap it around like this. And you can kind of see how much I'm bringing it together. That little space right there. Okay, right there. Then I'm going to take my tiny attacher and put a staple here and a staple here. Because that's what's going to cover up those ugly staples right there. So, back to the glue gun. I'm going to put some glue like so. Going to turn it around and plop her right down in there. I usually have an orange stick that I just kind of press it down like that. And look, you guys, your bow is complete. See, so it really is pretty when it's like this as well. But it's even more gorgeous when it's double papered. And you'll notice a different weight, I guess. Yeah, this is a little more sturdier, stiff. This is a little more lightweight, but still beautiful. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope this tutorial really allows you to create some bows, because it's like I said, I'll never buy another bow again. I saw some folks at work with a bag of bows that they bought at Costco. So much value, right? Like 50 bows for $7, all different colors. So cute. That was then. That was me then. Me now, my own homemade bows. So thank you for watching. Please leave comments down below. Share this video with others. Again, I'm going to call it Christmas, what did I say? Christmas bow tutorials. So that'll be easy for you guys to find. Okay, have a great Sunday. Bye now.